Hello again, it's lovely to be with you. Today we're going to be talking about love. Of course there's lots of different types of love. Maybe you love a football team or you love someone on TV. We can love chocolate or ice cream. But maybe that's a different kind of love than we have for our family and friends. When people love us, then we quite naturally love them back. It's an easy thing to do to love our family and our friends. But what about our neighbours? Is it easy to love our neighbours? Well, I suppose it depends on what kind of neighbours you have. Imagine you have a big grumpy neighbour who gets all red in the face and comes and shouts at you if your ball goes into their garden or you have your TV turned up too loud. That kind of neighbour would be difficult to love. There's a story in the Bible which tells us about loving our neighbour. The story is called the Good Samaritan, and we're going to hear it now.
A teacher of the law asked Jesus, "Teacher, what must I do to live forever?" Jesus replied, "What is written in the law?" The man answered, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength and mind, and also love your neighbour as yourself." Jesus said to him, "You are right. Do this and you will live forever." The man then asked Jesus, "And just who is my neighbour?" To answer his question, Jesus told this story. A man was going down the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. Some robbers were lying in wait for him. They jumped out and attacked him. They tore off his clothes and beat him. Then they left him lying there, almost dead. It so happened that a Jewish priest from the temple was going down that road. The priest saw the injured man and he asked himself, "What shall I do?" But then he walked by on the other side of the road. Next, a Levite, someone who worked at the temple, came along the road. He went over and looked at the injured man and again asked himself, "What should I do?" But then he too walked by on the other side of the road. Then a Samaritan came down the road. Now, the Samaritans and the Jews were not friends. Mostly they did not talk to each other, they did not like each other, and so they avoided each other at all costs. But the Samaritan saw the injured man and felt so very sorry for him. He asked himself, "What shall I do?" The Samaritan man went to him and poured olive oil and wine on his wounds and bandaged them. He put the injured man on his own donkey and took him to an inn. At the inn, the Samaritan took care of the Jewish man. The next day, the Samaritan brought out 2 silver coins and gave them to the innkeeper. The Samaritan said to him, "Take care of this man. If you spend more money on him, I will pay it back to you when I come again." Then Jesus said, "Which one of these 3 men do you think was a neighbour to the man who was attacked by the robbers?" The teacher of the law answered, "The one who helped him." Jesus said to him, "Then go and do the same."
Now it could be that the priest was on his way to the temple for something very important and that's why he couldn't stop to help. And maybe the Levite too, maybe he was in a hurry for something important. They had something else to do really, didn't they? Or maybe they were just frightened of the man when they saw him so badly injured. But imagine you were the one who was injured, you were the one who needed help. Wouldn't you want someone to stop and help you? And that's what Jesus means by loving your neighbour as you love yourself. Yes, even that grumpy neighbour who comes to your door and complains, you have to love him too. And we have a wee song now about love, and funnily enough, it's called Love, Love, Love.
Even when you fail the test, even when you make a mess, even when you tried your best, it's always gonna be here. Every time you're feeling strong, every time you sing a song, every time you play along, it's always gonna be here. Love, 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 it's always gonna be here. Even when it's such a pain, even when it's down the drain, even when you feel the strain, it's always gonna be here. Every time you feel the beat, every time you move your feet, every time you're on the street, it's always gonna be here. Love, 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 it's always gonna be here. Nothing in the world, nothing in the world, nothing in the world's quite like it. Nothing in the world, nothing in the world, nothing in the world's quite like it. Always gonna be, 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 always gonna be here. Always gonna be, 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 always gonna be here. Love, 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 is 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 always gonna be here.
See you next time. God bless.